Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, for the second match of Yi versus KryukoV for the semi-finals of the Castle Story tournament. This is a typo, but yeah, first map was won by KryukoV in a... well, it wasn't an overwhelming victory, it wasn't a rush, but it was a good match, so I'm gonna give this to both players. And now we are meeting here on Helix. So we have Yi in blue, so he who lost the previous match. And now we have KryukoV in red again, same colors as before. And we are on Helix. So this map has only been played once before. And yeah, let me just do you a quick presentation about it. So first of all, in the vanilla game there are only two spawns, which you are seeing right now on the left and on the right side of your screen. But this is a special modified map, which I made all the maps for the tournament. The modified ones, that is. And so it adds a third spawn here in the middle. Basically, to have like, me suiciding myself at the beginning and then being able to spectate the players as they're doing the match, because there's no spectator modus, as you might recall. So last time we were on Helix, it was the match of KryukoV against Karatel, so for KryukoV just his previous match, and it was the quarterfinals. This actually was the tiebreaker map, so it wasn't like KryukoV's pick per se or not. This time it was Yi's pick to play on this map, because he picked because KryukoV picked the first map, and yeah, I'm very curious to see where it's gonna end, especially since so this map is special for many reasons. First of all, if we take Yi's perspective, there is this passage in the middle under the mountain where you could technically place a bridge and just come out in the enemy on the enemy side, or you could also just go over here, build a tower, or maybe just a tunnel which goes up and then here a tower, and then just try to take the crystal here in the center and yeah, eventually call it a day. The thing is, it takes time and resources to get up here, but you could also like just do it on the other side, or maybe just go over here and then jump down, and if you jump down then you can just rush your enemy base from behind. The question is, yeah, will you be really in a situation where you can do this? I'm not so sure. And then on the left side, so he has two crystals just here for the taking, who have basically this narrow pass over here, so you can easily just dig it out and stop your enemies from coming here. Actually, I think it would be pretty fun if you would just make a 2x2 tunnel like this, for example, and then like block the way out, so that your opponent will have either to dig himself out or just be blocked in there. But yeah, I'm doubting that your opponent would just like jump inside of it and then be trapped. But I think the idea is still fun to just block this way over here or over there, and then he would have to take the long way around. But yeah, and then there are those two crystals here in the middle, which are basically same distance from the base of both players. Although I think looking from on top, they might be a bit closer to KryukoV's base, simply because he has like the direct route over here. Meanwhile, Yi has to like run a bit of a detour, even though he has a high ground over here, so you know, slight advantage. But yeah, and then there's like this other crystal next to the passageway. Now from KryukoV's perspective, he has on the left, well, Yi has this too. So he has two crystals next to his base, one of them which he's already conquering by the 1 minute mark. This is incredibly quick. And then he also has two crystals on the right side, just the same as his opponent, but they are not so easily defendable. So you could do the same and just dig it out here, but then there's another ramp going up here, and not just this one back there. So even if you do destroy this passage, there's just another one next to it. So is it really worth it? What you could try to do is actually just make a tunnel here, just to destroy the two high, well, the ramps. But yeah, against a human player, it's always the question, is it worth it to really make a tunnel or something like this? Because he might just be smarter than this. So now we have 10 seconds left, and yeah, let's just check real quick. And let me just... non-aggro time over, and we're starting the 40 minutes regulation. So now, what is happening over here? So we have KryukoV who already placed one Conquering Ward and is coming for the second one over here. He has one healing ward. This is considered buried, so I'm just gonna... so basically there's a rule which stops you from burying healing wards and other wards to basically stop your opponent from, well, just burying them and then like having the advantage on top of it. Very well. Okay, so now he has already 7 lances, but no helmets as far as I can see. So I think he's trying to do this right now, but he already has 2 Conquering Wards and 1 Healing Ward, so far he's good on the way. And now we have Yi, who has lances as well, but only 2 of them. So from both players, if I might say... Okay, Yi just telling his opponents do something against the rule and let me win this round. Well, if only. But yeah, he's having a lot of brimstone collected, but so far he doesn't seem to be going on really efficiently, if I may say. But yeah, he only has 2 lances, opponent has 7, so I think his opponent is getting close to just pumping out the helmets and maybe even just rush his opponent. But yeah, he already has the defensive tower too, same structure as before, but now even with the furnace next to it. So very interesting design, but also very smart one in the same process. And now we can see this tower over here, so he's just gonna pick the Conquering Ward and put it on top. And yeah, over there the stones are, I'm sure they are already planned, we're just not seeing them right now. And then we can also see this tunnel over here, which is, well, advancing, starting nicely, because one of the specificities of the map for the red spawn is that you have sulfur or brimstone and iron up here. The problem is, to get up there you have like to dig a tunnel, and yeah, there are also other resources, but they are a bit further away. And do you really want to yeah, to run all this way when you have just like all those resources basically in your spawn area? And I think also this one would be closer to your base than this one, because I'm not so sure. But yeah, there's also like some brimstone over here, so it's not so far away. Now, Yi doing the smart move and putting someone in the middle to get some map control. It's his first halberdier, so... and he has 1 other kit finished and 2 helmets, 1 helmet missing, so okay, he's getting some good kits. And we can see that his opponent is already building the tower like he did on the left side over here. So yeah, the Conquering Ward will be coming afterwards, I'm pretty sure of that. But yeah, let's check now in the base. So now we have 4 kits, and yeah, we have 6 kits, 7 kits and 3 lances surplus, but no map control, like no knowledge whatsoever what's going on. But I think if you look at the map, just looking at the map, even if you're red, you don't see all the blue dots. I hope not, at least. But yeah, you can see that your opponent didn't conquer anything right now. So I think you would know that you have like a slight advantage, simply because, yeah, where are the Conquering Wards? There are none so far. So no issue, no troubles, no whatsoever. I think, yeah, we can see that he chopped all those woods, and he actually cancelled this job, because otherwise his people would just go back to make like more wood. And I think now he's having a bit too much wood, if I'm being honest, because if I'm looking at all of those woods over there, sure, you need wood to make a plank, but you only need 1 wood for 1 plank. No, one lance needs 1 wood, like 1 wooden plank. So just with like with those 12, you can make like 12 kits technically. So that's kind of a lot. So I think all this wood is a bit overkill, especially since he's not making new planks, so he cannot make like new storage spaces, so to say. But now let's check what KryukoV is doing on his side of the map. So there comes the other Conquering Ward. Tower has been built. I don't know if you can really call this a tower, but yeah, more like a stone something. But yeah, the thing is, he's just getting a head start right now. He's pumping those things out like mad. And I wouldn't be surprised to see like a second tower like this in the base shortly after, just yeah, just so he can well, basically have a secure base, because in the last match, this was what allowed him to stop any enemy rush, because he just had 2 towers like this, and so any halberdier rush was immediately stopped in the tracks. And yeah, but right now Yi is still in the middle, checking out if there's an opponent coming, and now we see there is KryukoV going for the worker recon, and I don't think that his his halberdier spotted him, so he's just keep on running here, and I think he's going to try to see if he can maybe destroy this this conquering ward. But now we have another halberdier on the road trying to stop him, but he just missed him. So I think his order was actually just to run to the middle of the map. I think he would have noticed it by now, and yeah, I think the worker is coming to pick up the conquering ward. And yeah, there we go, and he will try to run back to the base. The thing is, will he be attacked? Yes, they are both attacking each other, and now he's trying to pick it up. And the thing is, but now, is he trying to maybe go somewhere and drop it off the cliff? Because there's a cliff over here, this would be quicker. But I think he's just trying to drop it maybe over here to conquer it in his stead. The thing is, yeah, although the camera is a bit wacky over here, yeah, now he's getting pursued, and since he's carrying something, he's even slower than the worker too. So both of them are just attacking him. I think he's just going to put it down, but then the worker can just technically pick it back up. Or is he trying to evade him by jumping down? But yeah, but your opponent can also jump down, so Yi telling him, damn you, why wouldn't you jump down too? It's the easy thing to do, if you ask me. Although some people have some difficulties with jumping down. But yeah, he has some more kids, so he could just like send another one in pursuit. But yeah, and he keeps running away. Especially there's another halberdier over here, so he could just like easily intercept him. And I'm not sure what he's trying to do. He's just put it down. I think he said, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna run home. Or he tried to regen a few of his health. I'm not so sure. But yeah, 2 halberdiers are coming, so unless he jumps off the cliff. Yeah, okay, now he's running back because he said, I wreaked enough havoc, I'm going back. And now we can see that, yeah, the other halberdier tried to come, but there's no passageway down here. And now this one worker is just going to run back. Excuse me if I sound a bit sick. I was sick in the last few days, so my voice is still re-establishing itself a bit, healing up and stuff like this. So this is why maybe I sound a bit different from usually. Same goes for the first match, of course. But yeah, hopefully this will be soon over. I think so, yeah. This seems to be like a place for another defensive structure, like this one coming up closely, or next. And, oh, actually, there's this already. So there might be some more sentinels coming, and there's this one sentinel going up there. And now we can see the 2 halberdiers who followed this worker back to the base. They are just coming back. And now KryukoV is summoning his own halberdier, so now there are 3 again in pursuit of 2. Now he's going, is he maybe trying to destroy the, yeah, he's going for the worker. He seems to have pointed out that he had some technical difficulties to destroy the bricks. I don't know why this would be, seems odd to me for sure, but yeah, well, it's a 3 versus 2 fight, so don't try to win it, because you probably can't win it, especially yeah, in a configuration like this. So is he trying to jump off the cliff? And there goes the first halberdier down, spammed to death by all the halberdiers from the opposing side. And now his one halberdier is running back. Oh, it seems to be that he tried to jump and yeah, seems to be complaining right now. But yeah, didn't work. But now there's another halberdier in the middle. The problem is, yeah, if there are 3 halberdiers who are pursuing you, 2 halberdiers aren't enough. So the question is, what is happening? Okay, so right now he's having 2 conquering ward in the base, maybe the one from earlier. But yeah, he only has 1 sentinel and no defensive tower whatsoever, so I think KryukoV is having a big advantage right now. Especially now there's a 3 against 2 in the middle, and now this one halberdier is so low on health, so even if he gets just, I don't know, sneezed at, he might die. So right now this is a race for survival. And yeah, if you don't get this halberdier over here and maybe like the other people equipped with it, it's gonna end badly, because now he's also gonna spot the base. So now KryukoV is just going to see what's inside of his opponent's base. 3 versus 1. This isn't a fight which is gonna end well. But yeah, the thing is, now he sees his opponent's base and just knows, oh, there are no sentinels there. There is one sentinel in the stockpile, but there isn't a sentinel somewhere else. And now this worker, this halberdier, is going to die. Now it's a 4 against 3. One is running back, so now it's a 4 against 2. So this might be winnable, but this one seems to be low on health, and now he's dead too. And now the red halberdier, so KryukoV, is calling back his forces because he has done some big damage, if I'm being honest. So yeah, now Yi trying to reassemble his people. 3 halberdiers left, and I think... Ah no, okay, there is a 4th one. But now there comes the worker, the famous KryukoV worker. I think we saw this before. The KryukoV worker, here is he coming. It's like John Cena with a share. Because basically he's just gonna come, he's gonna make a few hits, and then he's gonna destroy your whole base, basically. So the thing is... yeah, he's on the way. The question is, or maybe is he trying to pick up again a conquering one? He doesn't seem to be. So is he just trying to go to the base and pick something up, destroy something? Well, watch here and see. Halberdier in response is coming. He picked up a log. Nothing too interesting. But yeah. Now, Yi just respawned 2 of his people who died. Notice that the 3rd one is still dead. And now KryukoV's worker is running back. No choice. Excuse me. But I saw some people walking. Ah, there they are. I was wondering where they were, but yeah, there they are, inside of the brimstone. And now the worker is just going to run back because the halberdier cannot catch him. So what are you going to do? Because last time he just followed him back to the base and then he lost 2 halberdiers. So kind of a pickle in which he is. And now yeah, we have 3 halberdiers escorting this one worker with the conquering ward, and here another tower. So again, KryukoV going for his 4 crystal setup against Yi. And yeah, Yi having no crystals whatsoever. He had this first one. He has 2 conquering wards in the base, but he has no tower whatsoever, although he has the... well, his people are carrying the stones on the back. And he's making... it seems to be like an ultra crystal defensive structure, if you ask me. The problem is, if you just use those bricks, your opponent can... well, he could climb on it and then just destroy the brick on which they are. But, or maybe is he going to make a 360... where is this one going to put? No, he's going to put it down. Okay, I thought for a second maybe he just, you know, put like sentinels on top of it, on top of the wall. And now KryukoV with the offensive move, I think for a second he was conquering this crystal, but he's not. He's challenging Yi's mid control, who is now forcing him back, naturally. And now Yi's having to run back with 3 halberdiers on his back. The thing is, he has 4 kids, so he can easily fend this off. Okay, so now we see the opposing to the tunnel, to constructing a tunnel, digging a tunnel. Now he's just making the stairs upwards. The problem is he doesn't seem to have realized that the enemy halberdiers are pursuing him into his base. And now that they come, they're defending the base. And actually, the sentinel structure worked well so far. The problem is, yeah, this doesn't destroy the challenge. And now they just put it down. But they're running back. Okay, I thought for a second he just put down his kids, and now the enemy rush is still coming in, so this would have been a huge issue for him. But luckily not, they are just jumping down, and now they're going to come from the other side. Watch out, Yi, your flank is exposed. And actually there are 2 sentinels here, there is another one here. He might just go for the stockpile if he doesn't arm everyone quickly. Where will he go? He going for the conquering ward. That's a nasty move. It makes sense, and I gotta respect it, but it's a nasty move. And now, is his stockpile... yes, he lost 2 conquering wards. This is a huge blow for the blue player, because now He made no kill whatsoever in return. He lost all of his conquering wards. Sure, he has enough resources to make just another one, so this loss isn't game defining. He can just make more. The problem is that he didn't make a single kill, and now everyone in his base is following the opponent. Now comes the worker with the forbidden movement. Now comes the worker who is trying to go for this specific brick. He will try to end his opponent's sentinels. There he goes. There comes the worker. The halberdier caught the fire, but now the worker is going up. He jumped up. Will he be able to kill him? Now there everyone is smashing in on him, but he's also okay. So they managed to stop him. The 5 halberdiers managed to capture, well, not, they didn't really capture him. But yeah, they managed to stop him, and also, I think this is the other halberdier who just died, so actually KryukoV lost 2 of his guys, so 2 conquering wards for 2 halberdiers, but actually, what do you prefer to have? 2 conquering wards or 2 workers, 2 bricktrons? I think I prefer to have the 2 workers, but on the other side, if you control half your map, if you have 1, 2, 3, and almost 4 conquering wards, I think you can afford to lose 2 workers, because you're getting so much energy now, you're basically just regenerating their loss. Also, note that he has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kits. And this is only counting one of his guys who has equipped it, so he can afford to die 2 or 3 times still. And now I think the problem is that he has 4 sentinels, which is great. Not gonna lie, this is great. The thing is, okay, now he's putting Merlons up there. I think it would have been easier to just put like the lowest layer, some Merlons down. But hey, it's never too late. And I think now he will have to start to make like another structure like this one around here, because otherwise your opponent is just gonna keep rushing you. And if you have so many sentinels in your stockpile, actually 5 in total, it's just really dumb to not putting them down, especially if you know that your opponent is prone or like often coming to rush you. So yeah, I think, okay, now he's just putting them on the wall, which is I think a good decision. The problem is that, yeah, they are accessible from the lowest level. So is he making maybe a structure? Okay, so he's doing what seems to be similar to the other side. Okay, but yeah, Yi in a bit of a pickle. We have 22 minutes left in regulation, so I'll try to send a message once there's only 20 minutes left in regulation. But yeah, now we can see KryukoV again in the middle of the map. His one worker over here, so what is this worker doing? Is he trying to... Let's try to have a look. He seems to be digging at it somewhere. But yeah, it might be the beginning of a tunnel, but I'm not so sure. Now 2 halberdiers against 1 again in the middle of the map. So once again, Yi is running back. And if we look what happened before, they pursued him, but not this time. Now they're just letting him go. So all the better for Yi, because KryukoV is happy with the map control he has. And I think, yeah, now we have this one. This crystal conquered, and the 2 in the middle might just be coming next. Same thing he did with Karatel in the last match. And now KryukoV pushing the middle of the map towards Yi. So if KryukoV wins this map, he's going to have a 100% win rate and actually be the only player who played it in this tournament, because all the matches in which he played, in which this map was played, was with KryukoV. So now we can see they noticed the defensive, well, what do you call this, the defensive square, and so they decided to run back. They may be trying to come from the other side as before. Literally same strategy as before, jumping down here, coming from the side. Okay, going to the side. I think if there would have been a conquering ward over here, it would have been critical, but there's not. So I think now he's just going inside of his opponent's base, just trying to apply the pressure. And yeah, just going to destroy some random bricks, just to hinder his opponent's progress and maybe force a response. The question is, should you take the bait? Because if you take the bait, you will just basically have to follow them back to the base, because let's be honest, they are not going to stop to fight you unless they have a clear chance of winning. And I think if I'm KryukoV and I'm seeing this, the next thing I'm going to try to destroy is going to be this brick down here, because if he destroys this and there's someone trapped up here, he will have to jump down, which isn't so critical as you might think. The problem is more that if you try to get the resources, you will have to invest again all this time. And now one of his worker was going over here. What was he going for? Oh, I think, was he going for the stones? This seems ridiculous, if you ask me. But yeah, now he will again have to call everyone to weapon. And yeah, KryukoV will at least stop here, because yeah, the sentinels give some good protection. $20 left in regulation. I think it would be wise to precise it. But yeah, now the problem I'm seeing here is that this stone block is basically blocking this this one over here, plus it can easily be destroyed from the side. But yeah. Now KryukoV having again 2 halberdiers in his opponent's base. Everyone has been called to weapons, and now they come out. And as soon as this happens, they are all running back. He maybe used the hotkey to put down the gears, because yeah, even the one who was on the side here guarding this area just put down his gears, so now no one has a gear anymore on his side. So yeah. Okay, so now KryukoV running back with his 2 halberdiers back to his base. And what do we have over here? So, we have 2 defensive towers, the one we saw since the beginning. We have 2 moth sentinels, so either it's going to be a 3rd defensive tower, but I'm doubting that, to be honest. I think it's more likely that he's going to start putting sentinels down on top of here, but since he already put this one, he closed this one, I don't think it. There's this one, this conquering ward over here, which has no cover whatsoever. So this might be prone to attacks, although here no one seems to have noticed it. On the other side we have this other tower with a sentinel this time, so this one is armed and ready. And this one might also get a sentinel, but it hasn't for now, so who knows. And now, yeah, KryukoV planning the ultimate expansion move, planning basically to take control of the middle. And yeah, he will likely put down a sentinel there, or at least he should, because yeah, if his enemy is coming, he should be able to destroy it. And now actually, what is he doing over here? He seems to be... But didn't he already destroy this place, this one brick before? Well, what might be his plan? Who knows? But at least what we do know is that now KryukoV is coming again with 2 halberdiers through the middle of the map, just scouting ahead what's happening. The problem is also on Yi's side. You can notice how... Oh, actually, this is a big-ass tower he's doing over there. But yeah, the problem is on those things, people can jump up to destroy the bricks, so not ideal. But at least, since it's crossed, they would need to destroy both sides. But yeah, the thing is also his base, you can see this in comparison. Here's a crystal, and it's pretty... well, not very compact. It's pretty spacey. So the problem is, if you compare this, for example, with KryukoV bases, all his base is so much compacter and so much closer together, with like everything inside of those sentinel areas plus the healing ward. And on the other side also, I don't know if you noticed, but there are 4 Knight Kits ready on KryukoV's side, so I think it's only a matter of time before, yeah, the base busters go in there. And also there's a 2nd healing ward and 2 other conquering wards, so he's ready for everything. 2 healing wards even. And on the other side of Yi, well, it's less shiny, but that's simply due because he has no brimstone in the stockpile. But yeah, he will, I think, put down like 2 other sentinels and then maybe destroy this and make like Merlons on the side, which is fine. I'm going to be honest, this is fine because he will have enough sentinels to defend his base. The question is, first of all, what's going to happen once the knights start showing up? And if the knights start showing up, okay, he will have 2 Knight Kits in response for now, and a lot of sentinels. The problem is he has no map control, so once the regulation time ends, well, he will have lost the game because his opponent has more crystals, or like more, more shards than he has. The thing is, so he could just equip everyone with a lot of armor, so he could like make an army with, I don't know, maybe, well, this, yeah, 2 Knight Kits and then just halberdiers. The thing is, if your opponent has 4, you should be able to match those. Actually, pretty impressive if you think about it. Will his worker jump off the Yep, there goes the problem. He has nowhere to go, so okay, he jumps over there. Will he be jumping down? Can he jump down? I'm curious to see this, to be honest. No, he jumped down the wrong side. You can just make him pick up, by the way, this one, and then just go here, drop it again, and then jump down, by the way. But yeah, and he's using his opponent's strategy of putting, like, the stockpiles around the space. So I think the thing, what he needs to win this match. First of all, there are under 15 minutes left now. What he needs, 4 knights, maybe a healer, but not obligated. But it must be a full army, so 7 or 8 people. And then just go, you know what? I'm just going straight for a crystal. He also needs 1 worker to destroy the enemy stone structures. So what he's going to do is basically just come here, say, okay, you know what? Bring your fight. This is going to be one decisive battle. I'm going to either crush you or be crushed because I'm having, I don't know, 10 minutes left. And if I don't win this, I'm going to lose the match. Then he needs to use the worker, destroy all of those lower stones and the structures on the side, because otherwise he cannot reach them, and then make sure that all of the crystals get unconquered. And this is the hard part. He has 4, and then it's going to be 5 and maybe even 6 crystals to conquer, or at least to unconquer, to say the least. Maybe he could even like build a bridge and just cross over the middle, because the advantage is he has nothing to lose. He has no crystal he needs to defend like this, like here, like over there. He just needs to rush his opponent to say, knock knock, look who's here, it's me, and I've got more firepower, or like more knights, or more whatsoever, and then just crush all of the opponent's crystals, and just to make it a draw. Basically just say, look, I have no crystals, but you have no crystals either. And then go for the base. If he has enough health, I hope for him that he would have enough health since he's trying to win. And then do the exact same in the base, because the 4 knights can tank it. The healers will be able to put your health back up, and at one point he will have to fight against the 4 other knights. That's why he needs at least 4 knights kits, maybe even 5, because you can see that his opponent is getting close to a 5th kit, only 2 iron ingots away from the helmet. But yeah, if he does not do this, it's going to be match over, game over, and yeah, match for 3rd, which is also going to take place. But yeah, meanwhile, what is happening over here? So we have still 2 knight kits. We have, what is coming along? An archer kit, 2 archer kits even, and 8 halberdier kits. So this guy on the wall seems to still be having some issues. But yeah, it's the AI. I'm going to give it to him. It's the AI. It's shitty to start with, but don't tell people. I think he should make like a build job, because I don't think he can like put it down from there. We see that he's struggling a bit. But why don't you go there and then just put it down and then jump down? Yeah, okay. There we go. You can do it. You can do it. Go guard. As said, the thing is, the names are different from your game. You might have noticed this. Oh, also, he's making the alchemist. So where's the alchemist kit? There's the alchemist kit. Okay, so if we're going to see an alchemist, I'm hyped again. I think this could be winnable, because the alchemist has damage advantage against armor and everything. So this might be very interesting. I'm going to make a message about 11 minutes. Oops. There we go. A bit of a struggle. But I'm just going to write 11 minutes left in regulation and nothing more. Because I think we are going to see some big action coming up soon. And now I think this would be the time for Yi to just, you know what, equip everyone at the max. Just, yeah. Make sure that the alchemist has picked up all the bombs. Make sure that everyone gets his kit. He doesn't have a healer, so he has 4 archers. I think, would this be a disadvantage against something like 4 knights? It might be, because the archers are powerful and they are quicker, but if a halberdier is pursuing them, it might be a problem. And his opponent, let's just take a quick look. is coming to get another one, and he's now putting 2 knights down in the middle of the map, 3 knights down in the middle, so 4 knights even. Where are they coming from? Okay, so now we have 4 knights in the middle, and another conquering ward on the side here. So nice positioning, by the way, using the map's normal structure. But yeah, his opponent is having a huge advantage right now, and he only has 11 minutes to change this and to go to the tiebreaker map, Colibri. So very intense stuff, and now 3 more kits, so I think KryukoV is going for the 11-man knight, for the 7-man knight kits, my bad. Because if he has 7 knights, and even, where's the healing ward going? Because I'm not seeing a healing ward anywhere on the map. So I'm very curious to see. Yeah. Also, you might remember one of the win condition, I think now he's coming. One of the win condition is either to lose your crystal, to lose all your people at the same time, so if all of them are dead at the same time, or to lose like at the end of time in regulation. So if he would manage to do this, it would be a huge game changer. Now they're coming, the 2 knights, 2 archers, 3 halberdiers and 1 alchemist. They are coming, and oh boy, this is quite the welcoming party, because there are 5 knights, 1 sentinel ahead. So now the archers start blasting, they start shooting. Do they? Yeah, they hit. Okay, they all hit the same spot, but this is not my place to comment. And now, yeah, the alchemist ready to use his bombs. The thing is, yeah, he has damage advantage against the opponents. The problem is now that they start shooting as well. He stopped him from firing. The question is, will 1 halberdier die, or will he try to snipe the tower? He's going to snipe the tower, and boom, the tower is down. And now he's going to use it on the enemy knights. Explosions everywhere. He destroyed it again. Now 1 halberdier is down, 2 halberdiers are down, 3 halberdiers are down. There are 5 enemy knights in the middle of it. The 2 knights, 2 of his knights are still there, but he's throwing the bombs inside of it. It's doing huge damage to his opponent. 1 knight is down already. Is the second one going to die too? There's another one down. I don't know whose knights died, because a lot of people died. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people died, and the tower is down. Now there is 2 knights, 3 knights are surviving. Or 4 knights? Was he in the battle too? I don't think he was in the battle, but smart move from KryukoV. He has put down a healing ward over here. How much time is left? 7 minutes and 30 seconds are left right now. So KryukoV put down a healing ward here, so he's going to put his knights on this side. So they can all regen now, so 4 knights regenerated. And now let's just check the souls. So 3 guys died on the left side, and oof, 5 guys died on the other side. I think that's the problem, because, so did the archers die too? It seems like they died, but I'm not sure if the halberdiers got them. I would have to check the replay, to be honest. But yeah. Okay, let's just check what each side has now. So KryukoV has no more knight kits, so all he has is in the field. 1 halberdier, and then just halberdier kits are left. Okay, so he has 1 halberdier over there, and he seems to be having 3 halberdiers and 4 knights left. Okay, so 7 people left. And now Yi is coming again with 2 halberdiers only, but with an alchemist as well. So he's just trying to use his alchemist and basically bomb every crystal there is, because this is the smart choice to do. The thing is, yeah, now I think he's going for the base. Kind reminder, if Yi loses all of his people, it's going to be GG. The thing is, the alchemist, we saw it. He one-hitted those sentinels, and it wouldn't be the first time that KryukoV loses in the last second of the match to, well, you could call it luck, but you could also call it incredible timing. But yeah, now oh, the alchemist is dead. This is going to be it, I believe. Because now the 2 workers are there, they cannot do anything against the sentinels. The first worker is down, and now the second worker is down too, or he's going to be, because there's 2 sentinels shooting at him, and 4 other. And Yi calls it a GG. Let's just check quickly if there is no one left on the base. He still has 2 workers left. Do you resign? Yep, okay. Then it's a GG. Yi resigned. 5 minutes and 17 seconds left. Well, close to the end. But yeah, his alchemist died, and I think with this died his last, as he said, his last fighting power, his last firepower, and the last chance he had to destroy well, the enemy base and even the enemy hegemony, the enemy map control. And also note, here is the second ward, the healing ward. We were wondering where it was going, but there it goes. And then there is this one on the side, which I think this is a really neat placement, to be honest. Although very easy to be destroyed, but since the battle was over here, easy to just heal all the knights. And this is a GG, so the map is over. I'm just going to keep, well, looking, since it's going to be the final map rush. But yeah, it's a GG already. He already lost, he resigned. So yeah, if you're interested in Chaos and Mayhem, here is your chance to see it. Enjoy it. So yeah, this would basically have happened if the timer wouldn't have stopped both of them. Or like he wouldn't have resigned. This would have been probably the end result. So we can see, even though the sentinels are doing a crazy amount of damage output and just like keep on spamming the knights, the knight is carrying the name Base Buster really well. And yeah, with this died the last hope of anything. One tower is down. Maybe this knight will die too. Although, actually, it was his first health bar, so now he's just hiding behind the stockpiles to regenerate. And this is what I was talking about, actually. Because, yeah, we can see that those stockpiles are basically just cover for the enemies from the sentinels. So this is a problem. And the advantage which KryukoV had in his base, because all the stockpiles are behind the cover. So basically, it allowed him to, yeah, just not have this kind of disadvantage in his base. And yeah, now the last kits are being equipped. And is there anything we can do? There's nothing we can do. And all those who have the reference are going to have it. But yeah, I think the crystal is going to get busted as well. And you can see that even on the 1 level difference, the sentinel couldn't do anything. Although I think from there they cannot attack the crystal, so interesting detail. But yeah, this is how the battle would have ended if it would have came to a clash between the knights and the sentinels. And yeah, the worker cannot do anything against this knight, let's be honest here. And yeah, at least we saw how it ended. Like, you get like a big splashy explosion and everything. And yeah, we're going to end this this battle with a boom. Let's just it's just gonna take a few more hits, but it should be there quickly. Although, why is it doesn't seem to be coming down quickly, to be honest, because it lost already a third of its health. But there we go. Yep, and there we go. And this was a very intense semi-final match. But with this, KryukoV advanced to the finals, and it's going to be a GG.